We are making curry today. Alright, so one time I took a culinary class in grade 11, so I feel like I know what I'm kind of doing here. I don't really cook like that, but like, it can't be that hard. Alright, first we're gonna start off with the onions. I'll be honest, I'm following my cousin's recipe here. So if I'm doing something wrong, don't tell me, tell my cousin. Oh my god, is that chicken juice? Ew, what the fuck? Oh, fuck. Alright, first we're gonna start with the onions. Alright, now the reason why I'm making curry, even though I'm not really a curry type person, is because I went on a trip to Vancouver with my cousins, and my cousin's boyfriend made some curry, and he was showing me how to do it, and it's actually kind of fun. So now I'm attempting on my own. Are you supposed to peel an onion? I think you are, but there has to be a more efficient way of doing this, right? Type shit. Oh shit, yep, you are supposed to peel it. Alright, look. So this onion could be peeled more, but like at that point I feel like I'm just like going into the actual onion itself, so I'm just gonna leave it. Indian people, if y'all don't do this when you're making curry, let me know in the comments. Alright, all the Indian folks. Shout out to Ajay. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember much from the culinary class, but I remember you gotta grip your produce like this to protect your fingers when you're cutting it. So just cut it in half. Type shit. Now, like I said, I got this recipe from my cousin's boyfriend, who's an Indian dude. But he speaks English well, so he's not like a fob Indian, so like I don't know how like authentic it is for real. Now also, the recipe just says one whole onion. I don't know how big the onions are supposed to be. Like this is a huge ass onion, so fuck, I'll use all of it. I mean, I bought the entire thing. I might as well use it. Wish I could see. Hold on. Look. So you cut these little pieces here first, and then you cut it horizontally, so it cuts all of them at once. Oh my god, I'm a genius. Alright, that looks horrible, but fuck it. Yo, that was close. I almost fucking cut off my finger. Holy shit. Fuck it. One-handed. Protect your fingers. Alright, so all the training, all the information from culinary classes went out the window. Fucking freestyling it. This is efficient enough. I mean, it's working. Oh my god, it's making me cry. Yo, cutting onions actually makes you cry. God damn, I'm tearing up. Apparently, if you chew gum while cutting onions, it prevents you from crying. Sometimes you just gotta let it out, you know what I mean? Alright, so half an onion just filled up this entire bowl. And to my judgment, this feels like too much onion, but I don't know how to fucking cook. So I'm just gonna follow the recipe. But I'm just an Asian dude. A fucking brown dude told me to use the whole onion. I'm gonna use the whole onion, you know? If this goes wrong and it tastes like shit because it's too oniony, I'm blaming this on the recipe, aka my cousin's boyfriend, because it's his recipe, so he's Indian, he should be the authority on making good curry. Alright, one whole onion, fucking diced. Alright, you got the fucking onions up in there. You just move that to the side, and now we're gonna get to the tomatoes. And don't forget to wash your produce. Especially if you're like me and you go shopping at the Chinese supermarkets for cheaper deals. If you know what goes on behind like a Chinese business, you're gonna want to wash your fucking produce. Because Chinese people don't wash their hands. Fucking COVID. Just make sure you wash your produce if you're buying it from a Chinese supermarket. Because those motherfuckers just let anything happen. This might be a worm. Fuck it, we'll just take it out. I tried the cutting method. It kind of worked. I think it probably should be a bit thinner, but fuck it. Oh my god, I don't know if I can't cut this because the knife isn't sharp enough or because I don't know how to cut. Probably a bit of both. Tomatoes are way easier to dice than the fucking onions. One tomato takes up one bowl. Like that makes sense instead of fucking one onion taking up 2 bowls. This looks like a adequate, perfectly normal amount of tomatoes. And hold on, what the fuck I gotta do next? Hold on. I got yogurt, but this is to add to the actual curry, so we're dealing with that later. Alright, next up we're gonna do potatoes. And I'm sure a lot of Indian people watching this are like, why are you putting potatoes inside of a curry? Like that's blasphemy. My cousin's boyfriend told me to do it. More carbs. I don't know, more substance instead of just like chicken. So I'm sorry to the Indian people I offend by using potatoes. I'm also leaving on the skin. One, because I'm a bit too lazy to peel it, but two, because it has good fiber. Okay, so you just wanna fucking cut up, looking like this size, you know. Okay, potatoes are done. Fucking slide it in the bowl for now. Okay, and the last item of produce that we gotta fucking prepare is the ginger. This shit looks so creepy. This shit looks like a deformed, mutated, like, baby hand. This one we have to peel. And I think it's mandatory that we peel it because, like, ginger skin just seems like fucking gross. Back in the day, if you were, like, really rich, you could just have, like, a servant doing all this for you. Or a slave or whatever the fuck. Now we gotta do it ourselves and shit. Okay, honestly, I'm not gonna peel the entire thing. I just realized that's kind of, like, a dumb idea. I'm not gonna use the entire fucking ginger. How much ginger do you... You know what? I'm gonna make an executive decision. I'm gonna say half of it. The recipe calls for a tablespoon of ginger. How the fuck am I supposed to determine how much a tablespoon of ginger is in solid form? I don't know. So I'll just do it half at a time, and then we'll mince it, and then we'll see how much it comes out as. Man, it's kind of crazy. When I went to the Chinese supermarket to buy this shit, I saw Indians working in the fucking checkout, bro. Know how crazy that is? Chinese supermarket hiring Indians, bro. That's an issue. Because you know the Chinese are definitely exploiting them. Which is already a huge issue on its own. But it's like, bro, there are so many Indians inside this goddamn country. I probably can't include this in the fucking curry making video, but fuck it. There are so many Indians inside this country that the Chinese got to them. The Chinese don't even want to work for the Chinese, but you got the Indians working for them, that's crazy. Also, I decided to, I'm peeling the whole thing, fuck all of that. It's nice having multiculturalism. Like, everybody just comes together, you know. Indians working at the Chinese supermarket. But like, also, like, those Indians are definitely being exploited. They probably hate their fucking job. And they're probably being paid like 6 yuan per hour. When I went to go check out the grocery store, my cashier is an Indian lady. And as she was asking me cash or card, I said card, like, at the same time. And I don't know who was more surprised to find out that the other person also spoke perfect English. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, fucking when I go to McDonald's, I damn near have to order in Punjab for them to understand me. But when I go to Beatrice, everybody just speaks perfect English. Alright, this looks like more than enough ginger. So I'm just gonna leave the other ones alone. I already peeled it. I don't know, like, what the fuck I'm supposed to do with it. One second. Alright, I'm just saran wrap that bitch and call it a day. Good enough. Alright, just dump the ginger in there. Alright, we are done with all the produce items. Now we gotta do the chicken. Last item. Now we gotta chop up the chicken. Apparently you're not supposed to wash chicken because it began like salmonella everywhere. That sounds kind of gross, but like, fuck it. Well, we'll listen to safety guidelines. White people. I don't know how thin I'm supposed to cut the chicken. You know what, I'll do it as big as the potatoes. Alright, I'm partitioning the chicken to be about this big. Looks like the potato slice. Good enough. Alright, chicken. It's cut up. So after you're done, this is what all the ingredients should be looking like. We got the chicken, potatoes, tomatoes, ginger, 2 bowls of fucking onions. Yeah, prep is done. Alright, so now here comes the fun part. We're about to start the actual cooking process. You are going to want to grab a pan and some vegetable oil if you have any. I couldn't find any, so I'm using olive oil. I don't know if it makes that much of a difference, but what I do know is that olive oil has a lower burning point. If I let the heat on too much with the olive oil in the pan, it might burn, but just like don't let that happen and it'll be fine. Be generous to oil, because oil makes everything taste better. True fact. We're also using this spice packet, recommended by my cousin's Indian boyfriend. So hopefully it's proper. I consulted a few of my Indian friends and they said it's not cheating if you use a spice packet because their mothers do it and there's no way that their mothers are cheating making curry. So I'll do it too. And you're gonna want one of these wooden thingies, spatulas. You don't want no metal one. Why? I don't know why. But use a wooden one because that's what everybody tells me to do. I'm a follower. Alright, now the oil is like hot enough, kind of hot enough. Now you throw in your onions. This might fucking burn everything. Goddamn. Alright, there's no way you're supposed to use the entire fucking onion, bro. Look how much onion this is. Now the recipe says fry the onions until it's sweating, but not translucent. I don't know what sweating means, but I know what translucent means. So I guess just fry it until it's almost translucent. Also, this onion looks green as shit. I don't know if the lighting on the camera is catching that. This might be too raw. It's supposed to be a white onion. Alright, fry the onion until it's sweating. I'm gonna Google that actually. Fuck all that. Alright, according to Google, you're supposed to put a lid on the onion to let it sweat. You're supposed to let the flavor get trapped inside the fat content of the oil. It was a white lady saying that, so I don't know if Indians do it the same way, but like, fuck it. Alright, I forgot the fucking garlic, but I just did it all right now. This probably should be enough, maybe a bit more, but fuck it, we'll see. I think the onions should be good too. Okay, they're brown as shit. So this is what I was trying to avoid. Clearly did not work. I think the olive oil is what made it brown a little bit. Alright, this still looks like too much onion, and it is a bit brown, so like shit, it's not going well. But that's alright. Okay, now that you got your onions looking kind of brown, go ahead and add some spice. Ajay's mother said not to add too much, but I'm adding just enough to make it flavorful. Fuck that shit, I'm adding the whole thing. Yeah, I use some of it like on the test run. No, we just use the rest of it. Now, according to the recipe, you just fucking mix it together until the raw spice smell changes to like a more cooked smell, but you don't want to burn the spice either. Like have it burn against the side of the pan, so just like keep on moving it around. Alright, so I realized, goddamn. Yo, I realized that when I showed me putting the spices into the onion, I had the fan on, so I don't know if the audio's fucked up. But yeah, if it is, basically what I did, I just let the onions cook, let it sweat. God damn, this shit is so strong. Oh my god, I'm inhaling it. You let the onion sweat, and then you add spices, and you just fucking mix it around till like it smells like cooked spices. Okay, that smells cooked enough. I'm fucking dying. Oh my god, bro. Indian mothers be making this on a daily. How? Alright, the recipe says you might need to add more oil. That usually means add more oil. I'm adding more oil. Just a dash. A bit more oil. And I'm going at a pretty low temperature. Just like simmering a bit. Alright, so boom. Now that it's been cooking for a while, you can now add the ginger and the garlic. Throw that motherfucker in. About a tablespoon of each, and then just mix that motherfucker around. Now we're gonna wanna fry the ginger and garlic for about another like 30 seconds. 30 seconds to like a minute. I don't think I diced up the garlic enough. Still a bit chunky, but like, fuck it, man. This is my second time making curry. You can't expect perfection. I don't know what the indication is that it's done, but like, fuck it. Just vibes, general vibes. Make sure it looks good. Now, you're gonna wanna add the whole tomato. Alright. Now look at this. The water content in the tomato is gonna make it so that it stops frying. You might have to add a bit more water if there isn't enough water in the tomato. I think this should be good though. Look, and the acidity from the tomato is just scraping all that flavoring and all the juice off the side of the pan. And we're gonna want to incorporate that into the actual curry itself. Keep on just moving it around. Make sure the tomato paste and juice gets everywhere, all across the pan. Oh, yeah, that shit is looking nice. So just keep on mixing it around. You're gonna want it to look like a thick paste by the end. Fuck, my shirt. Damn, this is a white shirt too. Don't ever wear a white shirt trying to make curry. Fuck. Unfortunate. I should fucking foresaw this. Now, you're gonna want to fucking just like mix it around like this and like kind of like mash it up for like 5 to 10 minutes. By the end of it, you want it to look like kind of like curry consistency, you know? Alright, so now the paste has been simmering for a bit. I tried crushing it up. I don't think it will get any less chunky, so like fuck it. Now we just have to deal with it. Now that it's looking like this, kind of looking like a paste, we can finally add the motherfucking chicken. Go ahead, throw your chicken in there. Alright, boom. Mix that chicken in, make sure it's all covered in the sauce. You can go ahead, add some water. Not too much. We don't want it to look like soup, but we don't want it to look like too dry either. I'm gonna go ahead and add a bit more water. Alright, now this is looking a bit soupy. I'm not gonna lie, I may have added a tiny bit too much water. Alright, now the recipe calls for half a cup of yogurt. I don't know how much yogurt that is. We're just gonna guess. I make sure to get that 3% yogurt too, cause I want it fatty, I want it creamy, you feel me? Boom, fucking add the curry to the yogurt, temper it, beat it up. Now add that motherfucker in. This is looking creamy, this is looking nice and creamy. I think I'm gonna add a bit more yogurt, cause I fuck with yogurt. Oh shit, I forgot about the potatoes. Yeah, we gotta add the potatoes. I'm sorry to all my Indians who don't add potatoes to their curry. This is probably like committing a war crime right now. I'm violating so many conventions, but the recipe calls. Throw it in. Mix it with a spoon. I'm not gonna lie, I probably should add in the potatoes after adding in more yogurt. This looks kind of like soup because I think I put too much water, but we're gonna let it simmer for about 30 more minutes. Turning up the heat just a tiny bit. Hopefully when we come back, this is evaporated and it looks a lot more thick, like an actual curry.
A few minutes later.
I ain't gonna lie, it's looking a bit like soup. Might have to be a bit longer than like 30 minutes to simmer. Cause it's already been like 20 minutes and it's still looking kind of like soup, but I don't know, we'll see.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Now, I think I may have added a bit too much potato, but overall, I'd say it looks pretty good, minus all the fucking potato. So I did not have the foresight to buy some naan, so we're gonna be eating it over white rice instead. We got the curry over white rice. Moment of truth. Let's see how it goes. That shit hot as a bitch. It's alright. Nothing spectacular, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty mid, but I mean, fuck it, I'll eat it. Not that good. Not gonna lie, it's not that good. Where did I fuck up? The chicken is somehow dry as hell. I don't know why, but it don't taste that good. I think it might be too much yogurt, maybe? Yeah, I'm not gonna say it tastes like ass, but it kinda tastes like butt. I don't know where I went wrong, but I'm gonna try to fix this, hold on. So, I'm trying to fix it by adding some salt and honey to hopefully counteract like the yogurt taste, because I think I put too much yogurt in. There's probably like an Indian watching this just like fucking their heart is breaking right now. I'm so sorry, I fucked this shit up, but I'm trying to save it. I went back, revised it, put some salt and some honey in it, and now it doesn't taste terrible. Like overall, I give it a 6 out of 10. This is above average. It's also like non-Indian standards. Like an Indian person would probably taste this and kill himself, but overall, I'm giving this shit 6.5, 7 out of 10 on a good day. The experience 10 out of 10. Very fun. Not gonna lie, I fucked up on the first attempt, but I came back around, I fixed it up. On the first fuck up, I'd probably give it like a 4 out of 10. Like I upped it by like 2.5 points. Adding the salt and the honey, and I think I saved it. This has been episode 1 of Cooking with Richard. I might just be high, but after careful consideration and re-examining the curry, this shit is fire. Like this is like 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10, like fire ass curry. Honey and salt fix the yogurt taste. Now this shit is like heat.